Hello, Cancer. It's Kay from Kay Loves Tarot. So then, you guys, let's take a look at your monthlies for December and see what the energy is like for you guys. Let's take a look. What's going on with the Cancers? Sun, Moon and Rising. Love energies for December 2018. December 2018 for Cancers. Let's take a look. Excuse me. December 2018, Cancer. What's the love energies for Cancer throughout December? Okay, one flipped over. It's the Empress reversed. I'm sort of seeing what you're coming into December with. The Ace of Wands reversed, Cancer. I kind of want to say that looks like a broken promise to me. Six of Wands and the Three of Wands reversed. Five of Cups. Oh, good God. Okay. Justice in the reverse. And then on to the next row, the Nine of Cups fell out. We'll deal with that one in a minute. I'm just going to sort of go over what you might be coming into December with. So I'm kind of looking at a broken promise. That's how that feels. I mean, as we know, the Ace of Wands in the reverse speaks of false starts and stuff like that. But this is sort of, I feel like with the Empress in the reverse, this feels like maybe something that initially looked quite good on the front actually turned out not to be what was on offer, I kind of guess. You know, we've got this lack of abundance going on. We're not very happy. We're not quite feeling ourselves at the moment. I also want to say with the Empress, so you're turning your back on someone because of that. No longer waiting around. Kind of say regretting paying someone too much attention. Justice in the reverse. This really has not gone in your favour. I'm wondering if, Cancer, whether this is connected to love or anything else, kind of feel like the message still stands with what some of you might be going through coming into that first week of December, maybe, or that first 2 weeks of December. Something that initially was put in front of you and it looks so good, it looks so nice, and I kind of want to say something that would alter your life for the better hasn't actually turned out that way. And I think maybe you got your hopes up too high. But the good news is, I mean, Six of Wands is the victory card. So I'm sort of looking at this sort of like, you're going to pull through that anyway. You're going to pull through that anyway. This isn't something that's going to linger. This looks very temporary to me. Don't get me wrong, Justice in the reverse. So we've definitely got a scale that's unbalanced. So whether this is anything to do with you personally or to do with somebody else, I definitely want to say, Cancers, I think you're taking control back. That's how this looks. And then I'm sort of moving on to kind of mid-December with the Nine of Cups. Let's see where that goes. So, Eight of Swords in the reverse. Nice. What's that? The Fool. Definitely. You guys taking your shit back. Seriously. You're taking control back. Big style. You see in reality for what it really is. Kind of want to say, is the festive season got anything to do with this? Yeah. Knight of Wands is in the reverse, but because it's fell next to the sun, sun always shines light on difficult cards that are surrounding it, which is always promising. And then the Page of Pentacles on the other side. So, kind of feel like you guys have had enough broken promises. You guys are starting to think, you know what? Don't expect anything. And when something good does come, it's always going to be a bonus. And I kind of feel like that's what you guys are realising throughout the month of December. Figuring out what makes you emotionally content in your own skin without having to rely on anybody else to give you that kind of contentment. And the Sun with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, I kind of want to say, yeah, okay, there's been a lot of messing around. People may not have been completely honest with you. Circumstances just may not have panned out the way you wanted. But I do see determination with the Sun and the Fool. Definite determination. I always think the Fool is the initial idea. Oh, hey, Carmen. I do think the Fool is the initial idea of that fresh start. I feel like the Magician manifests it, but the Fool is the creation of that idea of where we're going to go next. One journey's end and another one's beginning. That's what the Fool is. I want to say I'm seeing a lot of determination on your part, Cancer. And I've got here turning down anything that looks too fragile, that's not going to serve you. Anything that just doesn't sort of cut it. I kind of want to say Cancer's up in the ante with the standards. Cancer's up in the ante with the standards. Because you know what? I've obviously just about every reading I've been giving you guys for probably the last year, you know, it's sort of been, oh, come on, Cancer, pull your finger out. I'm kind of looking at this now and I'm thinking something snaps to Cancer in December. If you've been dealing with something long term, I'll say for over a year, where maybe on the surface, a potential relationship or even a relationship or anything else that was going to create some level of abundance for you just looks so good on the surface, but it's been let down after let down after let down. And you've kind of lost a piece of yourself along that journey because I want to say of naivety, being too naive. Well, Cancer ain't too naive anymore. I think December, I think this is your realization point where you actually start respecting yourself and putting yourself first rather than anyone else, which is exactly what Cancer needs to do. And I do think that you guys do wear your heart on your sleeve. So I do think that when offers are put in front of you that on the surface may look pretty good, pretty decent, that turn out not to be that decent, it affects Cancers in a very heavy way, probably compared to any other sign in the zodiac, because you guys wear your heart on your sleeve and because you guys try to see the best in everyone. And unfortunately, not everyone who smiles at you has your best intentions at heart. Not everyone who promises is always going to keep it. And I just feel like this is just a hard lesson that you guys are learning or have been learning. But you're learning it. And that is the good thing, because the Sun is always, this is like your light at the end of the tunnel. There is a way out. There is a way to get your happiness back. There is a way for you to feel emotionally content again in your, you know, in your own dependence. There is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. So let's see where this is leading, where this is going. Six of Swords in the reverse. No more drama. No more drama. Temperance in the reverse. That realization, you know what, feeling's not mutual, but it's okay. I'm not going to dramatize this. That's your card, Cancer. The King of Cups. Speaks of unconditional love. I kind of want to say unconditional self-love. Very nice. Okay, what's that? The Ace of Swords. A new perspective. Don't forget the Ace of Swords is also a victory card, but for me, it's always... You think about Aces as new beginnings, and for me, the Ace of Swords is a new perspective, a new way of looking at a situation and dealing with it just a little bit better. I've got the Three of Swords. Let me clarify that Three of Swords. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. So, I do think some sort of relationship or potential or whatever phase in your life that you've been going through, and I kind of want to say this has lingered for probably a year, if not more. I do think that phase is coming to an end. We're getting out of the drama. We've got this new perspective. You're going to start putting yourself first. You really are going to start putting yourself first, which is nice to see. Realising feelings aren't always going to be mutual, but you know what? That's okay, because self-love. Just remember that. When you start to realise your self-worth and your self-love, everything else falls into place. And you're going to be seeing this throughout December. And you probably start attracting better people into your life as well. So the Ace of Swords, that's that new perspective. Now, the Three of Swords with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, this feels to me like a little bit of a relapse, a little bit of a backtrack. Maybe I feel like trying to get answers. I feel like some of you try and get answers from whoever you feel has let you down so badly. Maybe you feel you need closure. I really don't think you do. And I don't think you're going to get it, because that Eight of Wands is in the reverse. I think if you're going to try and seek closure from whoever this is, I don't think you're going to get it. I think it'd be a waste of your time. And I do think it's probably going to set you back with a broken heart as well, right at the point where we start picking up a little bit. So I want to revert back to the Sun, and I want to say, give yourself permission to release it and to give yourself closure. Things in life aren't always going to work out for the better. And like I say, people that show up in your life are not always going to have your best intentions at heart, even if it looks that way on the surface. So like I say, I think this is just more about the more you respect yourself, the more confidence you build. The more confidence you build, the more you feel better about yourself. And that's attractive to better people. I'm definitely going to advise Cancers not to try and backtrack throughout this process, because this is a very, very clear-cut sign that if, you know, this has been dragged on for that long, it's time to let it go. Try not to backtrack too much. So I've just pulled you guys some Romance Angel cards. And I'm not even going to clarify because I know exactly what they're trying to say. So just to quickly backtrack, it's basically coming out with exactly what I've just said. Trust in this situation. Trust in this process that you need to release. Anything toxic, anything clingy, anything that's not serving you. Change your perception. Change your perception. Start delving into a bit of self-love. And like we say, the better you feel about yourself, the better people you can attract into your life. So then we come to the attraction card. And it does say you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This is learning to be happy with yourself again. And through that process, we finally start attracting better people into our life. I've got a funny feeling some of you guys have got a soulmate in the wings. Maybe Spirit's not wanting to bring them forward just yet. It's saying this could be the one. And we have that soulmate connection. And I kind of want to say, Spirit's saying, right, get your shit together. Go through December. Really work on yourself. Really do what you know is going to make you happy on your own terms. Not relying on anybody to make you feel good, because that's just going to set you back. Not constantly needing, you know, that constant need for closure, that constant need for an answer. You don't need it. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Clearing that path is going to open a door for better things to come. And that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. This is waiting. We ain't getting it you yet. Why? Because you don't deserve it yet. We're not going to throw a soulmate at you while you're feeling so shitty and put pressure on them. Why put pressure on someone else to make you feel better about yourself? Happy relationships going to only thrive, come about and thrive, when two content people are ready. And one person doesn't have to rely on the other for whatever. I feel like Spirit's trying to say, Cancer, clear your path. We've got something here. We think you're going to like it. But they can't get to you at the minute because your path ain't clear. I think you need to give your soulmate the green light to come through. And yeah, that means shedding some shit from your past. That means shedding some people that haven't delivered, that have kept you hanging on. that haven't quite been honest with you. Cancer, it's an opportunity you don't want to miss. That's going to be the title, I think, of this video. It's definitely an opportunity you don't want to miss. I won't want to miss that. Fuck no. Right, I'm going to leave that there then, Cancer. If anyone would like a personal reading, feel free to email me. But in the meantime, wish you a wonderful December, and I will probably pop up mid-month with a mid-month update. See how you guys are getting on. Okay, you guys take care. Bye for now.